Good morning, friends. Happy to be again with you on the 30th presentation of mine. Again, this week we'll be going on the same sports, but the third series because the sports is being held at different places and different time zone within Japan. Within different period in an year. It's a huge file. Now, let's start the day. I hope you'll enjoy the presentation. Now, this is the first one that we are talking about is the All Japan High School Baseball Tournament. Baseball is first played in Japan in 1873, way back. Okay. At the Keisei Gakko, now that's the Tokyo University, under the instruction of an American teacher, Mr. Wilson, almost around 1880. The first Japanese baseball team was organized in the Shimbashi Athletic Club, and several college teams are formed in Tokyo. The period 1890 to 1902, a team from the first high school in Tokyo, and they often defeated the team that formed by the American residents in Yokohama. The publicity of this game helped to make the baseball one of the most popular Western sports in Japan. Baseball is called as Yaku in Japan. No, 48th National Athletic Meet 1993. The two sports selected to represent the 48th National Athletic Meet in stamps is released for the year are the sports that were swimming or swimming and karate. Okay. Uh, so if you see encounters, competition, and future was a theme, and you can see the stamps given as a set and pair as well as individual. Also, the first day postcard that is there with the cancellation. Now, this stamp was released the year 1993 in the month of September 3rd. Now, the 32nd Alpine World Ski Championship for the next one, which took place on 1993, February 3rd. Now, we have different varieties in the Alpine sports ski. It's called the Giant Slalom and downhill. The FIS Alpine World Ski Championship 1993 were held on 4th to 14th February in Japan at Suzukushi ski area, northwest of Morioka, the capital of Iwate Prefecture. It is up north in Japan. That's where you have the Alps, what they call a Japan Alps. It is there. And in the month of February, the coldest, it's fully covered by snow, fit enough for any skiing sport at that time. The men's Super G race was cancelled due to the persistent bad weather of that year, and the title went unassigned. There are 5 categories. One is called downhill, Super G, Slalom, Giant Slalom, and combination. You can see the two stamps that were released. One is 41 hands, other one is 62 hands. Last time also I showed the 40 and 60 has become 41 and 62. The face values got increased, and we also see the first day cards that are there with the cancellation stamp. Then World Figure Skating Championship in the year 1994. Figure skating is a sport in which individuals, pairs, or groups perform on a figure skates on ice. It is the first winter sport to be included in the Olympic Games when contested in 1908 Olympics in London. You can see the different thing. You can see the steel skate that they wear the legs, and then they go on figure skating in pairs and also as individuals. This was held on the month of March 17th, okay, 1994. Okay, this is normally, I think, is held in a indoor skate stadium that they have covered with ice. Uh, so that's about this thing. Then World Figure Skating Championship, you can have some more stamps there. Also released on the 17th of March. The individual stamps are 28 by 37 millimeters, multicolor stamps with commemorative, and then the perforation is comb 13 by 13 and a quarter. Now, if you see, this is also as a Saturn and pair, there's been a thing, and the Saturn and pair stamps, the block of four also we have got it. That's the beautiful stamp that you have. The Olympic disciplines are men's singles, women's singles, and pair skating and ice dance. The four individual disciplines are also combined into a team event, first included in the Winter Olympics in 2014. Now you can see the first day covers with the cancellation, and the non-Olympic disciplines included are synchronized skating, theater on ice, and force skating. These are the three items that have been included as non-Olympic disciplines. The 12th Asian Games, Hiroshima, 1994. On the right, on top, you can see the logo of the 12th Asian Games in Hiroshima. You have a used block of four, and you have the two single stamps released on 1994, September 30th, 29 by 37, and it was printed in the photograph. The 1994 Asian Games, also known as the 12th ASEAN and the 12th Asian Games, were held from October 12, 2nd to 16, 1994 in Hiroshima. The main theme of this edition was to promote peace and harmony among the Asian nations. You all know what suffering Hiroshima undergone. So Hiroshima has always been promoting peace as a prime thing, and that also takes on to Japanese. They also want to promote peace as a national theme for them. It was emphasized by the hosts because the venue was the site of the first atomic bomb attack on 49 years earlier. Due to the 1991 Gulf War, Iraq was suspended from the Games. The Games debuted former republics of Soviet Union, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. Okay. Debut sports in this edition for the Asiad are baseball, karate, and modern pentathlon. They were the ones that were used in this. Then we have the 12th Asian Game, Hiroshima 1994. We have the synchronized swimming. At the uh, turn of 20th century, synchronized swimming was known as the water ballet. So, like what they have the ballet on the floor, it's a water ballet. The first recorded competition was in 1891 in Berlin, Germany. Many swim clubs were formed around that time, and the sport simultaneously developed in Canada. As well as existing as a sport, it often constituted a popular addition to the music hall evenings in larger variety theatres of London and Glasgow, which were equipped with onstage water tanks for this purpose. Okay, you can see swimming as well as hurdles are two track event, one hurdles and one swimming is there. And then on the 14th, 49th National Athletic Meet 1994. This is a sport of what you call as handball. The stamp exhibits handball 50 AN stamp released on 1994 October 28. Handball is also known as the team handball, European handball, or Olympic handball, any other name. Is a team sport in which two teams of 7 players each, 6 outcourt players, and one goalkeeper pass a ball using their hands with the aim of throwing it into the goal of the opponents. A standard match consists of 2 periods of 30 minutes, and a team that scores more goals, they win. Then the 18th Universiade in Fukuoka Marathon 1995. The Summer Universiade is an international multi-sports event organized for university athletics by the International University Sports Federation. The Summer Universiade is expected to draw over 10,000 student athletes and officials from 150 companies competing over the 12 days when it was held in 1995. The Universiade is an international multi-sport event organized by the University Athletics by the International University Sports Federation called FISU. The name is words called uh, portmanteau of the words university and Olympiad. They both combine together and it's become Universide. Then we have the 50th National Athletic Meet 1995 cycling. Cycling has been contested in every Summer Olympic Games since the birth of the modern Olympic movement in 1896. Summer Olympics, which a road race and 5 track events were held. Mountain bike racing entered the Olympic program at the Atlanta Olympics, followed by BMX racing in 2008 and freestyle BMX in 2020. Prior to the 2020 Summer Olympics, all events were speed races, but the 2020 program will feature BMX freestyle for the first time. Women's road events were introduced in the Olympic program at the 1984 Summer Olympics. Women's track events were added in 1988, and both types of events have been featured since then. The 2012 Summer Olympics were the first at which men and women competed in the same number of events in all cycling disciplines, including track cycling, which previously had more men and fewer women events in the 2008 program. 2008 program. However, women have shorter distances for the same type of events. Now, World Sports Championship, Judo and Gymnastics, 1995. You can see the beautiful stamps, how well the stamp has been combined for both judo and gymnastics. So this is released on 1995, September 28th, when this game was held. The 1995 World Judo Championships were the 19th edition of the World Judo Championship and were held in Chiba, Japan, 1995. Chiba is the place where you have the Tokyo Airport at Narita. The 30th Artistic Gymnastics World Championships were held at Sun Dome, Fukui in Sabaya, Japan, 1995. Archery is a sports of millimeters. The pressure is on the competitor. With each match only lasting 15 minutes, every shot is crucial. And one bad arrow, and you could be eliminated from the competition. Kyodo is a Japanese martial art in which the mind and body are trained through a series of conduct in shooting a Japanese bow and arrow at the target. It developed long ago as Kyujitsu, the art of Japanese archery, for tactics and military art, and today it is considered a sport or a helpful exercise. Meanwhile, some schools from the ancient times still exist and are presenting the traditional school while coexisting with modern Kyoto. Now, 52nd National Athletic Meet 1997, synchronized swimming takes its roots from the water ballet of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Modern day synchronized swimming has evolved into a competitive sport where athletics can take part in duo or team categories. Athletes will perform 2 routines in each category, the technical routine and the free routine. Technical routine is a routine performed on the basis of predetermined elements and should be performed in specific order. And free routine is a routine not based on any predetermined elements. This allows the swimmer to be creative and innovative in exhibiting their chronography skills. Choreography skills. I'm sorry, not chronography. I'm sorry. Choreography skills and the technical and free routines are required for athletics participating above junior level. And the stamp is again showing you the pool at the back and this has been released on 1997, uh, again September 12th. Then 53rd National Athletic Meet 1998. Yacht Racing is a sailing sport involving sailing yachts and larger sailboats, as distinguished from dingy racing, which involves open boats. It is composed of multiple yachts in direct competition, racing around a course marked by buoys and other fixed navigational devices, or racing longer distances across open water from point to point. This can involve a series of races with buoy racing or multiple legs when point to point racing. The major races of today can be classified as inshore, offshore, ocean, and around the world. They adhere to one set of rules but use diverse handicapped standards. Then you have the World Volleyball Championship. You have a certain stamp year that is released in 1998. You have four stamps, of course, they're pictorially representing serve, receive, toss and attack, and block. So these are the four actions that every volleyballer knows about, and they get trained in this four. Volleyball is invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan, physical director of the Young Men's Christian Association (YMCA) in Holyoke, Massachusetts. It was designed as an indoor sport for businessmen who found the new game of basketball too vigorous. Morgan called the sport uh, Mintonete until a professor from Springboard College in Massachusetts noted the volleying nature of the play and proposed the name volleyball. So that's about this is a thing that is released on the 2nd November 1998. Now again, 26th National Athletic Meet at Miyagi. Miyagi is again up north thing. Okay. Volleyball is again shown here in the stamp beautifully. You can check what is it she is doing. Volleyball is a team sport which two teams of 6 players separated by a net. Each team tries to score points by grounding a ball on the other team's court under organized rules. It has been a part of this official program of the Summer Olympic Games since Tokyo 1964. Beach volleyball was introduced in the program at Atlanta 1996. The adopted version of the volleyball at the Summer Paralympics is sitting volleyball. Then 54th National Athletic Meet within Japan. You have 1999. 1999 is when this is golf. You can see a stamp, beautiful stamp, which is released on 10 September 1999. Also used block of 4, which is quite difficult to get. Okay, golf was featured in the Summer Olympic Games official program in 1900 and 1904. At the IOC session in Copenhagen, the October 2009, the IOC decided to reinstate the event for the 2016 Summer Olympics. The International Golf Federation is governing body for the golf at the Olympic Games. The 2016 Olympics qualification is based on primarily upon the official World Golf Ranking, men and women's World Golf Ranking, with the top 15 of each gender automatically qualifying the limit of 4 per country, and then the highest ranked players from countries that had not yet already qualified 2 players. That's how the final competitors who enter into the 54th National Athletic Meet in the Olympic level. Here, the same rule they will apply to the national level within Japan in 1999. Then, of course, we have the shuttlecock or badminton, as you say, and the design is, you can see the Japan Alps at the back with snow on the peak. This is released on September 2000. Still, uh, the ice stays on the mountain by September, or that's the time it starts getting into it because it's become colder of the summer. So there's a nice tab. It's badminton or shuttlecock, as you say. And then World Cycling, Indoor Cycling, World Championships, Indoor Cycling, the UCI Indoor Cycling World Championship, or the set of World Championship events for the disciplines of artistic cycling and the tournament of cycle ball. The World Championship uh, are regulated by the Union Cyclists Internationally. Uh, the UCA awards a gold medal and a rainbow jersey to the winner. Silver, bronze medals are also awarded to the second and third players. The world champions wear their rainbow jersey until the following year's championship, but they may wear it only in the type of event which they won. The event was held in Kaseda, Japan. Stamp shows Sunset Bridge at the back. Kaseda Sunset Bridge is shown in the back. Again, October 1st, 2001 is when the stamp has been released. Then Sports Paradise Osaka. Osaka is supposed to be the financial capital. People jocularly say uh, in Tokyo, when you meet somebody, they say, "O genki desu ka? How are you today? Are you doing well?" or something. In Osaka, if you meet, they say the question is, "Have you made profit today? Mo karimaka?" Have you made? Have you been profitable? So it's like Bombay, the financial capital. I would say it's Osaka. It's a very beautiful place, aiming to create an advanced urban environment that equally satisfies elements of living, working, and entertaining. Osaka City is currently promoting various development plans based on its key ideas of comfort, attractiveness, vitality, creation, and contribution. To establish itself as a sports paradise, Osaka, the city has built a variety of sports facilities according to a systematic development plan, from community-based facilities such as community sports center and heated pools to large-scale facilities that can accommodate national level, world level sport competitions, including Nagai Stadium and Osaka pool. You can see the Saturn and pair stamps that were issued and also the sheet. Now, the World Swimming Championship 2001, the FINA World Championship or World Aquatics Championship or the World Championships for aquatic sports, swimming, diving, high diving, open water swimming, artistic swimming, and water polo. They are run by FINA, and swimming events are contested in long course 50-meter pool. The event was first held in 1973 in Belgrade, Yugoslavia, and now held every 2 years. From 78 to 98, the World Championships were held every 4 years, and in the even years between some Olympic years. From 2001 until 2019, the championships have been held every 2 years in odd years. That's how they have planned it. And that's a certain stamp that you see there. And also a used stamp. The certain stamp is on a used cover. It's also what you see on the right. Then World Games at Akita. Akita again, see Miyagi, Akita, these are the places that went through this mm, triple disaster in 2011. Okay, they're all in the northern side, and the World Championship, the international multi sports, even hosted by the events were hosted by International World Games Association, which is held every 4 years in the first Summer Olympic Games since 1981. The sixth WG, that is World Games, was held in Akita the first time in Asia from August 16th to 26, 2001. The stamps show flying disc and casting and sports aerobics and billiards and life saving and water skiing and bodybuilding and tug of war. These are the events that they're showing. And look at the Saturn and pair of stamps and mini sheet and a full sheet. And there's interesting two figures looking really scary on the full sheet on the right hand side. Okay, something about them I would like to add here. Okay, and they're called Namahage. Namahage are demon-like beings portrayed by men wearing hefty auger, a mask, and traditional straw caps, during the New Year's ritual in local northern Japanese folk of the Oga Peninsula area of Akita Prefecture. Namahage are seen in full sheet, shining with the attire, and in the cancellation stamp and the stamps of the first day cover, you can see. They're also on the cancellation. You can see the Namahage style of cancellation because it's in Akita. Then the 57th National Athletic Meet is a track event, and they're carrying the torch for the event and running. Uh, that is the fifth National Athletic Meet. The torch bearers, a male athlete and a female athlete, they're running, and you can see the what should I say? That multiple stamps in a sheet, but they're all single stamps. They're just existing as pair, not as two different type of stamps, like what you see in a Saturn and pair. Then World Figure Skating Championship, we have talked about figure skating earlier. This is for the World Figure Skating Championship in 2002. Is what you see here. This again a Saturn and pair of stamps that you have, and this is released on March 8th, 2002. 280 stamps. And then there's a man who is doing, and then there are a pair who are doing the figure skating. And you see on this side you have a first day cover with a picture and also the pair of stamps with a cancellation. Then 58th National Athletic Meet 2003. 58th National Athletic Meets was held in football. Shizuoka. Football is a very popular game in Japan. The Japanese love to like what we like cricket. They love football a lot, and they have excellent teams which can go up to the finals of the thing. Maybe shortly, I hope they also win a world finals in football some year. They almost came up to the semi-finals, and unfortunately they lost. In spite of losing the thing, when all the Japanese vacated the stadium, they they cleared their portion, tied them up neatly, whatever was the garbage that is left, and the stadium looked so neat. They got the praise. Similarly, the players when they went inside the room, they cleaned up so well, systematically cleaned everything, put it there. People were very very appreciative of Japanese more than for the football reaching up to that level. They also said they have done a wonderful thing, like cleaning up and going as if they were not even there at that time. And the stadium so clean. They did the place and left. Then the 59th National Athletic Meet 2004 is, you can see Kumagaya city is located on northwestern of Saitama Prefecture. I lived in Saitama Prefecture. I always like that place. It's a beautiful city surrounded by mountains, Agaki, Nikko, in the north, and range of mountains in Chichibu. The city of Kumagaya goes by the names such as Cherry Blossom City, Festival City, Rugby Town, or Osaka and Romance City. Kumakaya was chosen to be the main site for the 59th National Athletic Meet to be held in 2004. So you can see uh, the beautiful stamp that was released on 10th September by Gymnastics. Okay, and there's a sprinter ready to take off. I mean, taking off and ready to go at the 60th National Athletic Meet 2005. The 60th National Athletic Meet was held in Okayama between 10th and 13th of for the summer and 22 to 27th of October for the autumn in 2005. The stamp depicts a runner at Momotaro Stadium, the main stadium, which is called White Peach, one of the representative products of the prefecture. So there is also a beautiful float here on Momotaro, so which I've already once explained Momotaro story to all of you. The beginning of this program when we started. Then we have the 61st National Athletic Meet 2006, and the 61st National Athletic Meet was held in Hyogo on September 30th to October 10th in 2006 under the slogan, "Thank you from the bottom of our hearts from Hyogo." The stamp depicts the chrysanthemums and Habtan. Habtan is the character that you see. Whilst the chrysanthemum is a flower of Hyogo Prefecture, Habtan is their official mascot of the National Athletic Meet. So the Japanese like mascots very much. Even for Olympics, they had mascots or anything. So that's for a promotional mascot they have, and they're also made sometimes products and the promotional mascots to generate revenue for the event. During the Olympics, I also bought a couple of them. They were sold at even at Narita Airport. If you have got some time, you go to the Olympic shop and you can buy some mascots and the tie pins or lapel pins and ties, everything there. The mascot insignia, you can buy them there. Then 11th IAA World Championship in Athletics in Osaka 2007. This is a sort of full sheet they have got, and within the full sheet, you've got a number of smaller stamps. Okay, each stamp is depicting one athlete and for a particular thing. For example, if you start from left to right, first you can see men's 400-meter hurdle by Dai Tamesuye, and then you can see on the long jump, you can see Kumiko Imura, and you have the sprint 400 meters, Yuzo Kanemura, and then you have Shingo Suetsugu sprint, Masato Naito 100-meter hurdles, Kenji Narisako 100 meters hurdles, Koji Morofushi Hamatro, and then Kayako Fukushi long distance runner, then Naoyuki Daigo high jump, and Daiichi Sawano pole vault. Okay, this interesting nice stamp with actual people on the field was released on 2007, on August 23rd. It's a multicolored thing with no watermarks. And then next is what you see, the 62nd National Athletic Meet. And then the 62nd National Athletic Meet were held in Akita under the slogan, "On your mark, your heart." The stamp depicts Akita Japanese cedar. You see the cedar tree that is there is a representative tree of Akita and rugby players. Rugby is a very popular sports in Akita. Then Oita Sports Park in Kyushu. This is in 2008. The 63rd National Athletic Meet challenge Waita Koktai. Koktai is national games is called Koktai. Uh, was held the slogan "From here to the future, a new step." The stamps are issued to commemorate the competition. Okay, and the stamps depict uh, the site and three athletic events. Then 2009, the 64 National Athletic Meet was there. Tohoku Dendryoku Big Swan Stadium. The 64th National Athletic Meet, Tokimeki Niigata Kokutai, was held with the slogan, "Free your power to the sky." Now every National Athletic Meet, they have a slogan which exhibit the spirit of the prefecture and also motivating to the players who come from various prefectures to play the national level game. The stamps are issued to commemorate the competition. The stamps depict the site and three athletic events. So you will see the four stamps on the right. So there are three events, and of course, we are given the three events here. One is the stadium, then you have a soccer, basketball, and boxing. So in every this thing, they have a miniature. The mini sheet is also there, and certain and pairs are there, or single sheets are also given. Single stamps are also sold. Now, the 2010 Chiba Central Sports Central Athletic Stadium, Chiba Marine Stadium. Chiba Marine Stadium is also very famous. The 65th National Athletic Meet, Yume Hanto Chiba Kakutai, was held with a slogan, "Soar like a bozo wins, capture the shining moment." The stamps are issued to commemorate this. And then you can see in this, there are five stamps on this. You see the stadium and also four athletic events. The four athletic events names are given: track, equestrian, um, and then wait a minute, mountaineering, and track and pole vault. These are the four events that they have got. And then the 65th National Athletic Meet, you can see the different design of the stamp from here. They're more beautiful pictorial representation. It's neither cartoon or pictorial, but very colorfully made, and the design changes, so you can be seen here. This stamp commemorates 66 National Athletic Meet, just titled Oidemase Yamaguchi Kokutai, with a slogan, "Let us feel your enthusiasm." The stamps depict the venue and five athletic competition. You can see there on the left-hand side, the stadium is there, plus five athletic thing is there, like sailing, wrestling, mountaineering, handball, and rubber baseball. These are the events that they have, plus the stadium. Then 2012, the 67th National Athletic Meet will be held in Gifu, the first time in 47 years since the last 1965 sponsorship. This stamp, which was used to commemorate the occasion, depicts five athletic competition with a mascot of the game, Minomo, on the labels. So if you see the mini sheet on the right hand side, you can see the Minamo in the labels, adding value to the stamp and also making it attractive for you and the philatelists to buy this and store it with them. And then, of course, they have badminton, rhythmic gymnastics, rowing, cycling, and field hockey are the games. And you see these games have been represented in the stamps with the equipment and the balls or something to representing the game. Then 2013 is the National Athletic Meet. The National Athletic Meet will be in Tokyo for the first time in 54 years since the last 1959 sponsorship. These stamps, which are issued, commemorate the event, depict five venues, the mascot of the game, Yurito, on the labels. You can see mascot of the game, Yurito, on the labels. Then you have the stadium in one stamp, and then you have Home City. That's from the Home City. Then Tokyo Gate, the the bridge, what you see there. Ogasawara Islands. Uh, that's from Tokyo. It's nearly an hour and a half or something. You have to go. Um, there's also a beautiful stamp and a mini sheet when Ogasawara Island was returned back to Japan. Then you see Sumida River, the venue for opening uh, and the closing competition, the venue you can see there. Uh, this again is 64 national meet. Then 69 in 2014, the will be held in Nagasaki, the second time in 45 years since the last 1969 sponsorship. These stamps, which are issued to commemorate the event, depict five venues, okay, regional flowers with a mascot of the game Gamba Kun. Gamba, maybe from Gambarimas, that's do our best or something. And Gamba Kun is there and the mascot. Next time, I think I should blow up the mascot and put it up there. Okay, you see the games. Please try to identify the games. Of course, the names of the games are given in the label. Check whether you are able to identify the right games along with the pictures. The picture numbers are also given. The games are also given. There are few flowers. Always, every prefecture has got its own logo, flower, flag, everything. So when sometimes they along with the games of the place, they also show the flower of that prefecture. Then again, you can see there's more people this time on the thing along with the game. It's a artistic representation of the thing. It is the 70th National Athletic Meet 2015. The 70th National Athletic Meet will be held at Wakayama, the second time in 44 years since the last 1971 sponsorship. These stamps, which were issued to commemorate the event, depict the events with the mascot of the game, Ki-chan, on labels. Uh, so San can become when somebody is a pet or you love, then you call Ki-chan. Like a small boy, you call him Ki-chan. And then the 71st National Sports Festival will be held in Iwate for the first time in 46 years in the last 1970 sponsorship. These stamps, which are issued to commemorate the event, depict the 10 events with the mascot of the game, Wanko Kyodai on the labels. Kyodai is siblings together, Kyodai. So Wanko Kyodai on the labels, you see them on the label. And then the 10 games are there. The rugby, hockey, triathlon, wrestling, uh, Naginata. Naginata is again uh, the it's a martial art. The stick that they use will be like a hockey stick with a small bend in the corner. Normally, it's played by uh, women. You need to have that sporting gear for playing Naginata. And in the earlier days, Naginata was played by ladies in the court. Now, it's a regular sport in the national games. The next is boxing. Then we have soccer, tennis, basketball, and rubber baseball. Is what they call. They don't call it baseball. They call it rubber baseball. And that is the stamp. Then we have 2017. These stamps are issued to commemorate the 72nd National Sports that was held in September 30th to October 10th. So long this thing. Events taken place and let's say is related to the Ehime prefectures hosting the festival are depicted on the stamps with the mascot of the game Mikian on the labels. Everybody create their own mascots and give them a very affectionate name to call them. And then you see on this sport you have kendo, which is again a martial art, and then the place Mount Izuchi, rowing, uh, Shimaminikado. Uh, Shimaminikado is the place that is there where I think it's a waterway in between something. Well, I don't know. Then weightlifting, Dogo Onsan. Ehime is very famous for the Dogo Onsan. It's a very old onsen is, the heated natural uh, water bath is there. That's you see on the picture. It's a very famous, very old. Everybody loves to. If you go to Ehime, you make a visit. Very difficult to. You have to wait for a long time to get a mission, even if you're paying. Then we have the Kyoto. Then we have the Mandarin Orange of that place. Then we have basketball, and of course red Seaburn, which is also very famous in that area because that's Ehime is on Shikoku, and then you have the Honshu here in between. Maybe that's what they call as the Kaido. That's a road, the Shimamani Kaido. If you remember, that's the way you reach Ehime. That's a way. I really, I'm not very sure about that. 73rd National Athletic Meet 2018. You have gymnastics, rock climbing, cycling, hockey, and rowing. Or in the stamps again, the design is changed. And if you see the title, Fukui Shiwawase Ginki Kakutai. Shiwawase express the lush natural greenery, and Genki is the vigor of Fukui Prefecture to convey a message of power and vitality. The she character of the Shiawase, happiness. Shiawase is happiness. There's a beautiful Shiawase song also, which all schools we teach. People join us very beginning. I mean, the early days was designed to look like a dinosaur's tail. That's what they write the Shiawase because Fukui is famous where they have identified some dinosaur fossils when they were doing some work to get them up. And then the slogan, let's all view the power, skill, and beauty. That's what it says. The slogan, based on Fukui Prefecture's traditional textile industry. So it says weave. Uh, express the ideas of weaving, waft and weft of the athlete's power and skill, beauty of the and beauty to produce the finest competition. It placed the people in Fukui Prefecture at the heart of the meet as participants, spectators, and supporters to enhance people ties with the others and share the emotion. And they have a mascot, Happy Ryu. Happy Ryu is a friendly dinosaur because that place is dinosaur, I think, uh, representing Fukui as in the picture with the highest happiness rating in Japan. A healthy, popular population with a nationwide longevity. They are in Fukui, so they also want to show they have the national longevity record with them. 2018, August 29th is when this mini sheet and these stamps are released. Then 74th National Athletic Meet 2019. There are 5 games. Again, there's a design change. You can see the way the pictures have been made is there. Okay, and then shooting and then golf, horse jumping. So those are the things that you see. Then the 76th National Athletic Meet 2021. The 10 stamps on the souvenir sheet, on the mini sheet you can see are weightlifting, tennis, wrestling, handball, sailing, Jua Park. That's where there's Takeda Onsen. Again, onsen is the natural hot water bath that you have, uh, um, where you in Japan has got a lot of volcanic activity. So it's in the volcanic belt that you see. Therefore, from the ground, from below, you get warm steam. The thing is coming up. You have different waters, sulfur water, which are all hot. Supposed to be very good for your health. And also, these onsens definitely help you to develop new friends. You are a regular onsen goer. And then Takeda Onsen, Sensuji Temple, Okage Okocho, Kakoi, Lion Rock. These are the thing, and the mascot on the sides are Mie and Kowaka. Appear in the margins. An annual 11-day tournament. Saturday, September 25th, 2021 to Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. The designer is Satoshi Maruyama. The release date is September 2021. That's almost 2021 is the end. We have come to the end on sports. Thank you all very much for your presence today and being with us. There have been few mistakes which I'm sorry about this. The first slide itself, I missed it. My team also missed it. I'm sorry. My apologies, and we'll watch out more. Thank you very much. I hope you'll take these small mistakes sportingly as we have made the request to you to kindly bear with us. Thank you. Thank you all for your presence today.